Good morning, Spiritual. Welcome to the SLC Sunday Experience. We're so glad you're with us today. It's a very special day. We have a special guest for music and for the talk. And we're going to start our day by celebrating you, because your soul is welcome here.
That's right. You're in the right place at the right time, just where you were meant to be, whether you're live streaming or here in person. Want to welcome Kayla Roach, my daughter, to the platform today. And you are in for a treat. Charles Holt is doing the talk, but you're also going to hear his incredible musical talent. Oh, you are in for a treat today. Let's sing about how we're all welcome here.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be. In the right place. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be. Oh my soul is welcome here. Oh my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome. Your soul is welcome. All souls are welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I am meant to be. Oh my soul is welcome here. Oh my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome. Oh my soul is welcome. Oh my soul, your soul, oh souls are welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome. I'm getting the message. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome. Come on, put your hands together. My soul is welcome. My soul is welcome. My soul is welcome here. Yeah. My soul is welcome here. My soul, your soul, our soul. My soul is welcome here. We are welcome. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome.
Well, good morning, Reverend Deborah, and good morning, everyone. Our souls are welcome here.
They are indeed, and good morning, Reverend James. It's great to be here today, and we greet you in the name of all that is good, all that is holy, and all that is sacred, and in the warm and loving energy of this community, Spiritual Life Center. Spiritual Life Center honors all people worshiping in temples, mosques, churches, stone circles, and of course the beautiful temples of nature, because we know there is no space that God does not grace. And if you're with us for the very first time today, either watching us online or here with us in person, we especially want to welcome you, because we know that you are not here by accident. We know every single one of us is here by divine appointment. And we're so excited for today. We're excited with for our special guest. And of course, we're always excited when you silence your electronic devices, and please refrain from flash photography during the service.
Well, let's take a moment that we have created that clearing to connect with the presence and the power and love of pure spirit. We recognize that spirit and I and all of us are one. There is no separation. There's no sense of otherness, for we are part of the one reality that comes directly from the presence of God. We make this presence the activity of all of who and what we are. We radiate all of its qualities. Most importantly, love itself, that which binds together everything in our entire universe. and all of its offspring of peace and love and power and creativity and health and wholeness and vitality and vigor, they are part of us. That is our true identity, and we affirm it for ourselves each and every moment of our day. And as we begin to recognize this and simply accept it into our life, then we release and let go and allow the Spirit to run our life in such a way that we can say that when you see us, you see the presence that sent us. We're simply letting God be God in us each and every moment of our day. And as we do, we know that all is well and we can rest assured of this. And so it is, and so we let it be. Amen. Well, we have a very important purpose here at Spiritual Life Center as reflected in our mission statement. And I invite you to join in as we affirm it together. To transform lives, to make a positive difference in the world as we love, serve, and remember. And we carry out that mission as we fulfill these 5 basic universal principles, again, make them the activity of our life to the best of our ability. Again, let's speak them aloud together. God is absolute good and everywhere present. People are inherently good. Thoughts create our experiences. Prayer and meditation are how we connect with God, and we must take action. Well, as was pointed out, we have a special presenter here today, Charles Holt. Many of you know him, and if you don't, you will get to know him today. And let me give a little background for those who may not remember who he is or don't know who he is. He moved back from New York City, and after, I think, being away for nearly 2 years after a global pandemic, and he removed himself from the Broadway stage for almost 2 decades. He had been on Broadway and was away from it for two decades, decided to come back. And he was ready to celebrate himself and every aspect of his creative being and do a second act. You know, we all have these second acts from time to time. But he struggled it, he said, he tried to find his footing and get into the grooves of his beloved endeavors. And he asked this question: what happens when we begin to question our chosen path? And how do we move forward to rediscover our life's purpose? You'll find out he's a brilliant vocalist. He's a magnificent actor. As I pointed out, he performed on Broadway and did some magnificent productions that he was in. Smokey Joe's Cafe, Jesus Christ Superstar, and of course everyone knows The Lion King. He was in that play as well. So he's a motivational speaker, author, and founder of the Open Frames Project. But most importantly, he wrote a new book. He's got a 3rd book entitled Lessons from My 5-Year-Old Self. Now, I know those are good lessons because at 5 years old, we knew everything. So make sure you before you leave today, get his book. But just give a warm Spiritual Life Center welcome to Charles Holt.
And the excitement continues. Our wow this week is a Talk the Walk, and I'm going to be talking with Ruby Hawk. Now, some of you may have met her, seen her at Women of Spirit. She tells her story of going from homeless to grad school and how her relationship with God blossomed through poetry that just sort of descended on her when she was living in that homeless place, or the shelter for homeless people. And so we're going to sit down and have an hour's worth of conversation, and she's also going to share some of her poetry. It's going to be a great evening. The community meal is at 6, and we begin at 7.
Well, you know, our life purpose, I believe, among other things, not only to be happy, is to thrive in our life. So we have a number of Thrive activities coming up we just want to share with you and to put them in the recesses of your mind and get the calendar so you can know about what's going on. And I'm just going to, Deborah and I are going to go through what these are. On Friday, July the 14th, we invite you to join us for a live and thriving bingo. All right, now this is like bingo like you've never played before in your life. So you want to bring your family, your friends, and other SLC friends and relatives for this bingo night, which is always fun-filled and a very friendly event for us to be here. We're going to be playing for gift cards and other prizes. The stakes will be high, and the competition will be fierce. So be here for the bingo, and we'll play different bingo games in addition to regular bingo, including Four Corners, Cross X, and Blackout. So if you don't know what those are, find out. You will be amazed. And pre-register online or pay at the hub.
And then in August, we have another cabaret. How many people were part of the cabaret or came to the cabaret last time? We've had 2 so far. And this one is Hot August Nice Cabaret, Thriving into the Future. And it's like I said, it's Friday, August 11th, and we're going to have professional musicians and shower singers, humorous skits, poetry readings, lip syncs. We don't even quite know yet because right now we're calling for talent. And if Paula says that even if you don't know exactly what you want to do, if you have an idea, go find Paula, and she'll help you figure out what you can do at the cabaret. Again, and those ideas must be submitted by July 23rd. So contact Paula and just find out what you might be able to be doing for the cabaret. They are a blast.
Yes, and if you got that within you, you want to do a certain act, this is the time to do it. And then, of course, we have our Light the World Gala that's going to take place on Friday, September the 29th. So it's not too early to start talking about the gala. And even though we're still in the planning stages, we'll be announcing more and more of this in the upcoming weeks. And of course, this year is going to be a very special gala because it is SLC's 25th anniversary. So there's going to be a special something we're going to add to the whole experience. And so if you're interested in being a sponsor for this year's gala, just contact Elaine Leroy, and she'll give you all the details on how you can help this event be the most spectacular in the history of humankind.
And then in October, I know that's a ways down the road, so this is a save the date, but we have a Thrive Treasures Marketplace Boutique, and that's October 28th. It'll be from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And you know, we have so many talented artists and craft persons here at Spiritual Life Center, and they will bring their wares, and we'll set up here in the sanctuary like we did 2 years ago, I believe. There'll probably be food and all sorts of things, and you can come do your... Some people that would be early Christmas shopping, and some people it would be last minute Christmas shopping. But you can get a special gift for someone, and so we will, again, all of this is on a calendar. The calendar is available online, and you can also pick it up at the hub, and that's it.
For now.
So remember, we have many activities that foster, wait a minute, I missed one.
Oh, you did?
I did. There's another one. The Laurel and Hardy fan club, fan group, they're going to be showing the Sons of the Desert here at 1 o'clock over here in the annex. So you don't have to register. You can just go join the fun. Now, there are many activities here at Spiritual Life Center that help us transform our lives. So check out our weekly offerings, our small groups. You can peruse the bulletin board in the courtyard. You can talk to the ladies at the hub. And, of course, anything you could possibly want to know about Spiritual Life Center is on our website.
Well, one of the reasons that folks come to Spiritual Life Center is to make a connection with someone else and really enliven their lives. But you don't have to wait to a class or a workshop or a special event. You can start connecting with someone right now. So I just invite you to turn to a friend or a neighbor and just say, "You are marvelous. Glad you are here," and greet them in a manner that feels comfortable for you.
Invite you to stay standing and join us in singing "Use Me" by Ricky Byers. I want to invite Charles to come up, sing with us. I invite you to sing with us. Please join us in singing.
Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and dear all of mine as you show me all that I must do.
Please be seated.
Now, as we settle in, take a nice deep breath together. We're going to speak out loud together our vision statement. Spiritual Life Center is a loving, vibrant family that welcomes home all people and accepts everyone, no exceptions, weaving ancient spiritual traditions with emerging wisdom. We cultivate a spiritual deepening with the divine, each other, and our planet. And now, in preparation for meditation, we'll sing this beautiful chant.
Please join us in singing.
Spirit in me, live out in the open, shine from my life like the sun. Give of your goodness, conquer the darkness, Spirit of light and love. Spirit, Spirit, Spirit in me. Spirit in me. Live out in the open, shine from my life like the sun. Give of your goodness, conquer the darkness, Spirit of light and love. Spirit, Spirit, Spirit in me. Give through me, speak through me, move through me, love through me. Oh, Spirit, Spirit, Spirit in me. Oh, Spirit, Spirit, Spirit in me.
As we move into this time of meditation, let's breathe together. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in the vibration of that beautiful chant. Spirit of light and love, give through me, speak through me, move through me, love through me, Spirit in me. Breathe that in, deep into your belly. Breathing in
and breathing out. With each breath, relaxing. With each breath, softening mind and body. Continuing to breathe, bring your attention to your heart, your beautiful heart, and begin breathing through your heart. Breathing in and breathing out. Feel your heart space expanding with each breath, radiating love into every cell of your being, reminding every cell of its natural state. Love, harmony, wholeness. You are immersed in the love of your Creator, the love of your God, warmly held. Feel the power of love moving in you and through you. God expresses through you in unique and wondrous ways. There's no one else on earth exactly like you who loves the way that you do. There is a greatness in our tender human hearts and such power in our tenderness. You are here at this time on purpose. God loves the world through you and through me. We aren't here to fix the world. We're here to love the world, to be the light, to live our love, creating heaven here on earth, one act of kindness at a time. And what's ours to love? Who or what has God placed in your life right now? That's it. All of it. All of it. Our heart becomes like the sun, vibrantly radiating love on all, for all. Allow God's love to move through you unimpeded. Let love show you the way. And for those that seem hateful, those who have forgotten, let them remember God. Let them remember love through you and through me. In every face I see the face of God. As we move into the silence, rest in that love that you are. And as we hear God's love moving through baby Dean back there, remember, no one else can love exactly like you. Let's love recklessly, my friends. And so it is. Amen.
No complaints and no regrets. I still believe in chasing dreams and placing bets. But I have learned that all you give is all you get. So give it all you got.
My share, I drank my fill, but even though I'm satisfied, I'm hungry still to see what's down another road beyond a hill and do it all again. So here's to life and every joy it brings.
So here's to life, to dreamers and their dreams.
Funny how the time just flies. Love can go from warm hellos to sad goodbyes and leave you with the memories you've memorized to keep your winters warm.
For there's no yes in yesterday, and who knows what tomorrow brings or takes away. As long as I'm still in the game, I want to play for laughs, for life, for love. So here's to life and every joy it brings.
So here's to life, to dreamers and their dreams. May all your storms be weathered,
And all that's good get better. Here's to life.
here's to love.
Here's to you.
May all your storms be weathered,
get better. Here's to life.
Here's to love.
Here's to you.
Well, take a breath and grab a tissue, like me. I'm going to grab one. Woo, I tell you, I'm so grateful to be here, first of all. Really grateful for Reverend James Trapp allowing me to share the stage with such wonderful people. Thank you, Paula Mandela, for making this all work. 25th, I was in Los Angeles last week and didn't know that I would have an opportunity to come this soon. I knew I'd get back to you, but I didn't know I would be here this soon, so thank you. It's been a while, hasn't it? Yes. And it's been a journey, hasn't it? Yes. Mm-hmm. So on the other side, speaking of the other side, I have to reflect on Here's to Life, because it was interesting. It was interesting about 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. And I remember saying to myself in April of 2020, this will be done in a little bit. I think we all tried to push that hope forward a little bit. I was in New York during 9/11, and so I thought that this would be another, kind of thing where it just kind of fade out. I know it's running a little long, but it'll fade out, and it didn't. And then I realized, wow, everything that I do is in person. I'm on stage in person. I'm speaking in person. I'm singing in person. I'm teaching in person. And then it hit. And I was at the sink washing some vegetables. I was making a lentil soup. And just washing. And my mind began to race. So all I heard was, look what you've gotten yourself into. Look where you are. Where are you in this life? You don't have this, you didn't do that, you thought your mother was wrong about the corporate America thing, and you said, I wanted to go to Broadway, the most unstable profession there is, according to my mother, and I listened to my mom. But everything that I didn't have, and every mistake that I thought that I had made, and every piece of advice that I had tossed to the side to listen to my heart came back to me. And I began to go down this rabbit hole. I was wrong. I should have stayed with IBM even though I hated it. I would have had all of those benefits, as my mother said. I wouldn't be in this situation, this predicament. I'd have a house that I'd have a car, and I'd have this and I'd have that. And I went down this rabbit hole for about 45 minutes. I'm still washing vegetables. And I blamed everybody. I blamed my father first. Blamed my mother, my brother and my sister, and then I blamed myself. And again, I thought about how miserable this was, and something said, where will you be on the other side of this? Who will you be on the other side of this? And you know, when you're in that type of tirade, you can't hear so clearly. And so I said, I don't care where I will be on the other side of this. I don't care what I will become. I want to know what's happening to me now. Where am I? So desperate that I could not call God. Don't want to meditate. I want to know how to get out. And at that last piece of blame and shame, have you ever been in a pool, been swimming, and you go too deep for too long? And you look up and the surface is up there somewhere and you're just trying to get up, trying to swim up. I was trying to swim up. And all of a sudden, I'm still washing vegetables and I take this breath as if I had been submerged in this deep for 45 minutes. And I looked up and I looked around and I looked down. And my hands were clenched around this vegetable. And I said, I'm right here. And I heard a voice say, talk to somebody else. Get some other voices in your head, because the voices that are speaking to you now, they're really strong. And you need something to cut through that so you can come back to some semblance of your center. So I called a couple of friends and I told them what had happened. And I said, for the first time in my life, I went to this place where I really hated the decisions that I had made. Everything that I had thought that I had done right in my life, I had listened to my heart. And I said, I know my heart has never failed me, but it felt like I was telling my heart, maybe you made a mistake. Maybe I should have gone right when you told. Have you ever been there? And out of the blue, a voice spoke to me. I got off the phone, I sat on the edge of my bed, and a small voice pierced through all of that and said, but you didn't. You made all of the right decisions. You're right where you're supposed to be. I said, well, I don't feel like it. It said, it's not about the feeling, Charles. It's not even about the believing. It's about the knowing. The knowing that right where you are is right where you're supposed to be, and you've been divinely guided and set up by this thing we call the great universe that is governed by what we call God, which resides inside. I said, really? By the way, who are you? Said, I'm your 5-year-old self. You remember me? I said, I do. I do remember you. What do you remember about me? I said, there was nothing that was impossible when I was 5. Everything was likely and feasible. And if I didn't get a ball and bat set when I went to Kmart, I knew that I would eventually get it. But in the meantime, I could wrap some newspaper and put some electrical tape around it and get some kind of branch and hit until I got it. That was my 5-year-old self. Everything ran off my back. Everything was in grasp. And even if I didn't get it at that moment, I knew it was coming. It just had to. And if it didn't, something better would happen. And I said, where are you now? I'm still here, still inside you. I said, well, where can I find you? I'm right here. I never left. There is that part of us that has never
been hurt, harmed, or in danger. We knew it when everything was right, even though the eyes of appearances might not have given indication to that. We knew somewhere inside of us, not just believed, we knew that everything was going to be all right, and that I was moving and shaking and having my being in this grandeur of what we call this world and universe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Say thank you, Charles. Thank you. Say you're grateful, Charles. I'm grateful. Because that's the life that you have lived. And that's the life that's calling you now. I said, okay, I need to get some of these thoughts in my head on paper. I said, I'll help you write. And I started writing. So what are some of the things that you remember when you were 5 that you can kind of create now into this texturized book that you're going to write? I guess you want to write a book. I say, yeah, I want to tell people about it because I know that I'm not the only one going through it. Bingo. For such a long time, I thought, I'm the only one being affected. I'm the only one thinking like this. I'm the only one going through this. And so my 5-year-old self came to tell me, no, you're not. It's not like that. So I started writing. And what I came up with were all of these themes where my 5-year-old self was guiding me through this life. And I said, that's what I remember about that. That's what I remember about being in The Lion King. That's what I remember about being at IBM. That's what I remember about being in the church. That's what I remember about my grandmother. You know, sometimes when we go through these periods where things seem to just be drawn, just contracted into this dire place, we forget the expansiveness of who we are and what we've come to give. Can I still give that? Yes, and better. May all your storms be weathered and all that's good get better. Here's to life, here's to love, here's to you. So I went back to New York. August 2021, I had to go back. And I said, okay, I'm ready to be back on the big stage again. I don't know what it's going to look like, God. I just know that I'm going to trust again. I'm going to trust my heart again. And I went by, settled myself into the subway, and I was trying to catch an A train uptown. And I missed it. And something spoke to me that I will never forget. That 5-year-old said, oh, let it go. There's another one right behind it. And I started to reflect again. See, all of that which went down that rabbit hole with me was now resurfacing. All of the dreams, all of what I thought was lost, all of the times that I remembered sharing with people. See, this to me is life. When I'm with you, I'm living my best life. People do it for me. Being around people, being on a stage, it does it for me. So when that voice, that little 5-year-old self said, another one is coming, just wait, let it go. All of those dreams began to resurrect. And I said, wow, I do know that I'm in my right place at the right time. This is just where I'm supposed to be. If I can just find my traction again. whatever was lost during that time when we thought that time had stood still, that everything was just kind of cut off, there was that impulse for us to think, what will I be on the other side of this? There has to be another side. What will I become? Who will I be? And what I found was everything that had come before that was coming again. Let that train go. There's one more that's coming after it. This morning, I'll invite you that whatever it is that you thought, your dreams, your visions, whatever it was that you thought was lost, I encourage you to get it back. Tell it to come back to you. Ask it to show you what it really means to be on the other side of this. Who am I becoming? What have I come to give today? No, it's not an easy task. We didn't ask for easy. We didn't. We were asked to say yes. We were asked to follow the heart. We were asked to follow our truth. And in following that, every step, even though it may not seem like it, is on this path so that we can say, here's to life, here's to love, here's to you, here's to me. I'm back. And I'm here for God. Yes? Yes. So in this moment, I'll invite you to take a breath. And whatever it is that wells up in you, that thing that you thought was gone, the dream, the vision, the talent, I want you to be with it. I want you to ask it, what is it that you're calling me to do now? What is it? I'm ready to say yes. I'm ready. I'm ready to step out and find my grounding. I'm ready to do this once again. Sometimes when things like this happen, we can get into a state of thinking that things are normal. We normalize things. And then we have to ask ourselves, I do, what's trying to get my attention now? What am I here to do now? How can I serve today, sweet Spirit? How can I serve today, oh Lord? Speak in ways that I will understand. Where you lead me, I will follow. Where you lead me, I will go. And just meditate on that. Meditate on that. And whatever you need to call upon, if it's your 5-year-old self, 4-year-old, 3-year-old, 8-year-old self, when everything was likely, possible, feasible, and life was a bowl of cherries, and you loved it, and you laughed about it. Let it speak to you. It's right here. It's right now. Here's to life. Here's to love. Here's to you. Blessings. Yes.
I don't know about you, but I needed that today. Thank you, Charles, so much for your wonderful message, your presence, your consciousness. Well, next week, Reverend Deborah will be speaking, What is Freedom? So I invite you to be here next week, and the meditation will be by Paul Sanchez, and we'll have music by Ann Roach and Kalia. Roach, you coming back again? All righty. Good. And Soul Light Connection. So I know it's going to be a wonderful experience next week. If you're looking for prayer immediately after the service, the prayer chaplains are available to pray with you. They're wearing the white stoles, and they'll be available in the courtyard to either work through whatever challenge you may be going through at the moment, or if you just want to celebrate something, they'll just bring an extra energy for you to add to the celebration that you're having in your life. And if anyone's new here online, if you want to, for those who are online that are new, that want to fill out our online welcome card, that'll keep us in touch with you and let you know what's happening at Spiritual Life Center when we have wonderful guests here or classes or workshops. You'll have an opportunity to participate. And if anyone's here that's new today, any newcomers here today? Any first-timers here? Okay, well, like I always say, that if you're different today than you were yesterday, you're a new person. So welcome to all the newcomers. And I know listening to Charles today, you're a little bit better now than you were before you came in. So we're all feeling a lot better this morning by having his presence. At this time, if those who are online would like to support Spiritual Life Center with your gift or offering, you can do so by simply texting SLC Love to 44321. That's SLC Love to 44321. Or go to our website, slcworld.org, look for the Donate tab, and you can give in other ways, including by mail. So we appreciate the support for those who are our online followers, knowing that we're spreading the consciousness. And if you're watching this on one of the social medias, just like us, share with us, subscribe. It'll help us spread this message to as many people, because the world really needs this at this time in our history. For those who are here this morning, we invite you to take your gift or your love offering and just symbolically raise it to the heavens, which is always ever expanding good. And if you've given already by mail or electronically, know that you're in the flow of a principle that says that whatever you give out does come back to you in so many different ways. And so with that awareness, let's affirm our offertory blessing together. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate. Thank you, God.
Is not very far. The song of the sages, the knowledge of the ages is living where you reside. You have the key that unlocks the door to enter in that sacred place you haven't gone before, where deep meets deep, soul to soul. Feel that connection as the truth unfolds. I am, you wanted, I am. You are the answer, yes, you are the key that unlocks the door to freedom and leads you to me. Look deep inside you. Trust the force it guides, it knows the way. There's no separation, we're one and the same. A child of the Creator, known by different names. The Alpha and Omega, the eternal flame that burns deep inside you. Do you know my name? I am. From the mountains to the oceans, I am. From the rocks to the trees, I am. All the stars and constellations, I am. You are. I am. From the mountains to the oceans, I am. From the rocks to the trees, yeah. I am. All the stars and constellations, I am. And you are, you are.
I am spiritual, I am mystical,
I am mystical.
I am life, I am love.
I am love.
I am living you, you are living me.
And you live in me
From
from
the very low
the very
to
low.
the heavens above, I am.
I
It knows the way, it knows
There's no separation, we're one and the same. A child of the Creator, known by different names. The Alpha and Omega, the eternal flame. It burns deep inside you. Do you know my name? I am. From the mountains to the oceans, I am. From the rocks to the trees, I am. All the stars and constellations, I am. You are, we are. I am. Peace that passes all understanding. I am the joy that's overflowing. I am the love in abundance. I am. You are. I
Yes, I am, you are. I don't think any more need be said. He said it all this morning. We take this moment to bless those who have blessed us with their gifts, supporting this community so that we can be a place for those who are looking to grow, develop, and unfold, and get back in touch with that 5-year-old self that knows the truth of who and what we are and why we are here. We also acknowledge and affirm those who have left their prayers in the prayer box. We recognize in this thing called life, we all have those detours, those bumps in the roads, those challenges that come up from time to time, in which we have to release and let go of our understanding and simply rest in the arms of pure spirit. And as we realize our oneness with this presence, then we know that it has the answer even before we know what the question is, or even before we know what the prayer need is. As that statement goes, before they call, I've already answered you. And our task is simply to raise ourselves to be one with the answer so we may anchor the answer through and as ourselves and see it manifest in so many miraculous ways. Many folks are needing healing today. We affirm and know that the healing energy of Spirit is moving through and as them. We bring into our consciousness and our healing energy field our beloved Michael Moran, who asked for prayer, and we can bring him and healing energy prayer moving through and as him right now. And anyone that comes to your mind that seeks and wants to have that healing, know that it is done in the mind and the heart of pure spirit. And we see it done, we declare it done, knowing that it is done. So we go forth in this time to realize our oneness with the presence of God. And it's only in this presence that we have all the answers revealed through us. And so it is, and so we let it be. Amen. And with that, let us affirm together our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, I am, and all is well. And that's the truth. Let us sing together our peace song.
Go see Charles. He's got his books out in the courtyard. He's 1, 2, 3.